All right, welcome back everybody to the Fast and Slow podcast. I'm your host, Nick. With me as always is Nate, and we are on episode 26. It has been a long time since we've been together, Nate. How you doing?
Unfortunately, we always knew that there was a chance of that happening, so we always planned for it. But
Yeah, we almost made it to a year straight of publishing, which all things considered, with everything going on in the world, missing 1 week, or I guess one uh every
one
other week.
upload,
One upload, yeah.
yeah.
Not too bad. So I think we're back on track. Only 2 weeks behind. And man, we got a lot to catch up on. So I guess why don't you start first? What do you got going on in the garage?
Sure. So I'm not sure if you can see. I don't know that I had organized the garage, so I moved the chassis table over there.
Hmm.
I don't know. It was under the lift. Now it's there. It's gonna stay there. It's on wheels, so I can move it under for now. But I'm preparing slowly. That's where it's going to stay. That's where the race car is going to get built. It's on casters, but I've got feet for it that'll hold it stationary, and I'll level it all out and get it all legit, and things like that. So that's
Cool.
baby steps, baby steps. Still acquiring parts, still talking to people about wheeling and dealing and trading to get the last parts I need. But the pedal car, I don't know if you can see it. I've done a lot. The pedal car body is basically all done with the exception of fine tuning all the edges. So I'm getting prepared to put a wire edge around everything so it's
Mhm.
nice and safe. So there's no open edges.
Yeah.
Um, I've got that all figured out. It's kind of weird that the body is all done with that. I'm not going to add any more. There's no more welding really. If anything, I'm working on the grill now. That was the last big thing. I'll untape it and show you what I've got going on.
Yeah, I saw a couple of pictures you'd posted to Instagram, man. It looks pretty cool.
So it's been nerve wracking, and I knew it would be, but I'm taking my time. Sometimes I just come out here and do one piece, but I've got a lot of these verticals to do.
Yeah,
So
so
this is
for our podcast listeners, could you
oh sure, I keep
drive a
yeah.
little bit?
All right, so the pedal car obviously is totally handmade. I've got the louvers on the side. One of the key features that I just have to have is a grill on the front, and I want it to be that match the style, so it's kind of Art Deco 30s race car kind of style verticals. But the magic, it's totally made from scratch. This is 1/8 inch stainless TIG welding rod, and I've had to bend it to match the contour of the nose. So like the perimeter of the grill, and then all the vertical pieces. And
Hmm.
I'm doing it piece by piece. Every vertical piece needs to be cut and hand filed into place and bent to match the contour.
Does that
So I'm like,
stuff, does it bend like brake line? Like, can you bend it with your hand or is it
you
harder than
can
that?
you
Okay.
can bend it, but I've got a variety of tools and clamps and various radiuses that I bend it over and things like that to help
Hmm.
it. You can bend it until you get to like the end. Once you get to the end, you
Sure.
need some help with it. Um, but just go slow and just checking it against the body. And
Hmm.
once I'm done with this, I'm gonna try and polish it. I'm gonna touch up some of the welds to make sure that they're not like undercut or gross. And then I'm gonna try and polish it. It'd be nice to have this real shiny because the vision I have in my head is the pedal car is going to be. It's mostly shiny now, but it's probably going to be finished out in like a Scotch Brite.
Hmm.
So it'll be shiny. You'll be able to see that it's smooth. The body is smooth. I'm not going to hide it under a bunch of like DA swirl marks or the DA pattern that leaves. But Scotch Brite should leave a like, nice dull matte finish, and then it'd be nice to have this like damn near chrome
That'd be cool.
so that it pops. I
So
don't know.
does TIG weld rod, does that, you can do that, I guess?
I don't know. I've tried a couple sample pieces, and I'm like, it's a little better. It's a little shiny, but it's not like chrome. I want it to like sparkle.
Hmm.
And I gotta play around with. All I have was like the Dremel, probably expired. It's the Dremel, little tiny Dremel buff polish wheels with the
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
samples of Dremel polish that So I don't even know if I'm using the right polish. I just grabbed what I had in the toolbox that's probably 10 years old
Sure.
and tried it and was like, I don't know. It's okay, but it's not the effect I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But
Just get yourself a rattle can from the parts store, and I'm sure they got some
chrome,
chrome paint from Duplicolor that'll get
so
you.
I wouldn't be against it if it works. If it works and it looks good, like
Yeah.
then maybe it'd be nice to polish the stainless because it'll
Yeah.
be, it'll last forever that way.
Yeah, you don't want to don't paint
But
it.
other than that, so this afternoon it was nice out, so the kids were playing with chalk in the driveway and everything. And Levi, my son, I was like, "Why don't you want to try and sit in it? Like, let's try and sit in it." And he's like, "Yeah." So I sit him in it, and he's too big.
No.
It'll work. I'm not gonna stop. It's not ruined or anything. It'll work.
Yeah.
I need to lower the seat, and then it's not because the car is too small. It's because I wanted the whole sleek appearance. So I've got the steering wheel down low underneath the
Mhm.
body line.
Yeah.
And so his knees hit it. Um, what I'm tempted to do, what I'm really tempted to do to get around that, and since it is kind of inspired by like, it's got a little bit of aircraft flair with the louvers, and it looks a little bit like maybe a Mustang.
Yeah. I know
I'm
where you're going with
debating
this.
cutting the bottom off of the steering wheel and making it like a bomber steering wheel.
Dude, that'd be sick. I would go with if that gives them, 6 more months to a year of being
Yeah.
able to sit in it.
So it'd be like, I think I'd leave the almost like the bat kind of
Yeah, yeah.
like the old school bombers had the open bottom and
Hmm.
they sell pedal car steering wheels that aren't round that are kind of flat like that, but this matches kind of the curve of the top so well.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't want like an oval or even just the handles.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Is that
I
like
think
a
I'd
billet
sooner
piece?
cut this. Hmm?
Is that like a billet piece of aluminum
No,
or
this is like
oh.
a stamped. I got this from Speedway.
Oh.
This is a super nice, like I think it's Murray.
Yeah.
It's steel. It's like this is a high quality piece. It wasn't super cheap either, but I'll
Hmm.
still cut it up for the sake of the project.
Yeah. I
But
you got my vote. I think that'd be cool.
so if I lower the seat, that'll get me 3/4 of an inch. I'll just move it to the underneath. The mounting location will go underneath the tubing, which is fine. I
Hmm.
think I was going to do that anyway. And then this should give me the rest for his knees to have a chance.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's so close. I mean, I'm planning on. I'm not gonna say it, but it should. There's no reason why it shouldn't be done relatively soon.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
plenty of other time consuming. Tipping the edge over and doing the wire edge is going to take a long time, but um, that's kind of like the last thing. I need to paint the frame and all that, but
Hmm. What are you gonna do to
close.
paint the frame? Just rattle can stuff, or are you gonna try to?
That's going to be rattle can. I think
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna at some point in this project. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like have it powder coated and all that. I'm like,
man,
no, dude, I gotta. It's so small. I don't. I gotta
yeah.
find a powder coater, and I'm
As
having those conversations with people about like for the race car. Like I may entertain that for the race car, but
long as you get some
including the
nice,
wheels I've got, I might have those powder coated. But
yeah, as long as you get some nice like etching primer,
hmm
so it sticks. Uh, yeah,
yeah,
no one's gonna see it, and it probably is gonna get chipped anyway. So,
yeah, still a toy. I mean, I'm not. I don't want it to be like so over the top nice that I'm afraid for him to use it or any other kids. But
yeah.
aside from that, I had started the winter and I told myself like, oh, I'm going to start the bug up every month.
Hmm.
Just be a good car owner and just let it warm up. And I didn't do that at all.
Hey,
I didn't start it once until this weekend when it was nice. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the time. I'm going to clean the garage a little bit and get organized and move the chassis table and get everything out.
hmm.
And pulled the bug out and let it idle for a while.
Fired right up though.
Not exactly. It was, I knew it wouldn't because I assumed that the fuel I would either run out of the bowl or evaporate or
Hmm.
whatever the carburetor. So I dumped a bunch of gasoline down its throat,
Yeah, yeah,
and then it started right away.
yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Winter just was not how I think any of us planned.
Yeah. And then hopefully I still got the breakage. I need to buy some parts. I've got some gift cards from Christmas. I think I'll blow on getting that to. So my goal now is it'd be nice to get the brakes exactly the way I like them so that I could like pick my daughter up or drop her off in it on one of her last school days or last week or at some point
Yeah, yeah.
if mom's okay with that. But it won't be an option until I'm super pumped about the brakes.
Right. And
So.
this has turned into the break show.
Yeah. They're important and they're tricky.
They are very tricky. Boy, do I have updates.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh man. Well, clearly the car's not here still. Uh, but right before we started recording, I got an email from Kevin and he said it's ready to be picked up. So,
All right.
gonna get it back on Friday. He's got something going on tomorrow. But just to put it in context here, I think I dropped it off to him 6 weeks ago. It's March 25th as we speak. And it's not because he wasn't working on it by any means. It was something. Can you hear the train in the background?
Not really.
Okay, cool. We'll roll with it. I'll edit this part out. Um, yeah, so I guess I'll start from the beginning. Dropped it off to Kevin. I spoke about him last time. Dude, this guy's just been awesome the entire process. But he ended up having like a Willwood. He's a certified Willwood installer, and so he had a class down in wherever they're headquartered out of. I forget what
Mhm.
state. But he kind of brought the car, not the actual car, but the issue with the brakes with him as kind of like a case study.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and turns out there was like a handful of issues, some that I knew, some that I didn't. I would have I would have never gotten to where I needed to get to. So whatever it's going to cost to get this thing fixed is totally okay with me because it's done.
So you got that affirmation that you were over your head. You
Yeah.
were.
Well, definitely over my head, but I fell into the trap, which maybe some of us do fall into this trap where you kind of like you do a project, but like there's certain aspects that you maybe skip or you know, you don't. So I guess I'll just say what I'm trying to say here, being a podcast. Um,
Mm,
I did the brake upgrade, but I didn't necessarily upgrade brake lines,
mm.
and I didn't think through like the brake booster piece with it being an aftermarket, um, an aftermarket master cylinder. So all those things that we had been talking about were true with the master cylinder. So the input shaft was too long. I think he said he shaved off an eighth of an inch because of the input shaft was pushing the piston of the master cylinder. It wasn't letting it return
Oh, okay.
the pistons of the master cylinder. So that was a like that's 100% what I was expecting. But before that, I guess this is where I'm kind of out of my league here. You probably would know from an engineer's perspective, but the size of the rear brake line was too big. So it's
Mm.
got oh man, 3/8 brake line to the rear with drum brakes, and I think it's 3/16 is what he ended up putting on it. So I guess it required a smaller diameter to move the pistons the way the discs needed compared to the drum brake. And it's a volume issue, I think. Does that
Hmm.
sound right to you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, so like the ratio of the pistons, right? So like you can, like most things, you could get flow at the cost of pressure, and you can get pressure at the cost of flow.
Hmm.
So I'm sure it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
so
I can it drives, yeah.
yeah, so there was that. He ended up basically replacing all the brake lines, which was great. Like rebent them, did all the things that I would have never wanted to do
Yeah.
on my own. But the one thing that I would have never figured out at all, and it's I think a little bit because the Willwood instructions aren't specific enough. Um, for opposing shock differential or like opposing shock cars where the shocks are, mounted at kind of two different angles on each side, if that makes sense. Like one's canted to the forward part of the car and one's to the aft. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
No.
So like the way your shocks mount to the body, they're not straight up and down.
Yeah.
Right.
You're
So
talking about four.
like the
Okay.
so the
You're talking about on left and right, you've got them opposing each other.
yeah, exactly.
That's to resist the axle wrap
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
oscillation. Yeah.
So apparently on that the I thought the Willwood kit was very specific to like 79 Camaro, but I think it's generic enough that if you have a car like that with opposing shocks, you have to have different caliper mounting brackets. So he texted me one day and was like, "Hey, I noticed because I'd installed the rear brakes like they were on the car. It's like I noticed that the like your pad is not biting the rotor all the way. Like it's only half the surface area of the pad is on the rotor." And I'm
So you
like,
got the edge of the rotor and the pad was,
"Yeah,
oh,
yeah." So I'm like, "Man, that's weird. I followed the instructions. Like, you know, I thought I did it right." Well, turns out even if you follow the instructions, I had you had he had to buy I think it was like two driver side brackets. And that's what fixed it because of the
on
opposing
the front or the back?
the rear. So basically, on one side, the caliper is mounted on like the back side of the rotor, and then I think on the driver's side, it's mounted on the front side, and
Oh,
that's to clear the shocks and also allow the caliper to bite all the way onto the rotor.
interesting. So remind me again what you got it all back together and the symptom was
The
squishy pedal?
squishy pedal, which what so this whole brake rotor thing totally uh, separate issue, which would have been a disaster if I would have fixed the actual brake line problem.
It probably would. I like to think it would have exposed itself pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
disaster's probably too dramatic. It would have been another problem. I would have been like, what the fuck do I do? Like, how do
Yeah,
I?
like what's up with the excessive brake dust all over the right side or the left
Exactly.
side?
Or why did I get through, 5,000 miles and
Yeah, why do I need new pads already?
yeah. Uh, so I was just like, this is insane, man. So I guess the lesson learned for me, a job like that, I I should have just went to him from the get-go, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, there's so many, I guess, yeah, correct me, is it maybe I'm not right in saying this, but it should have been like off the shelf. You should have just been able to buy parts, install them, remove and replace.
yeah, and sort of it being a upgrade to from drums to discs. I I didn't anticipate like the ecosystem of the brake system to
Hmm.
be like so different. I thought brake lines would have been fine. I thought the booster would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like all the stock things. I just thought incorrectly that you could, upgrade your
Yeah, I
master.
guess I would have, despite the brake line diameter needing to change, I would have thought that that might have been, like I get that the diameter of the piston for the master cylinder needs to change,
Hmm.
right? You got to go from drums, you need less flow,
Hmm.
right? I'm assuming the drums require quite a bit more volume of fluid.
Yeah, I think it's a 1 inch master cylinder is what I have on it now, and I couldn't tell you the stock, but I'm pretty sure it's larger. diameter piston.
Now it is.
Uh, no, you would need, isn't that right? You would need a smaller diameter piston
Yeah.
for disc brakes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would expect so.
Right.
I would have assumed that that would have got you over the hump
Oh, I see what you're saying.
despite the brake line difference.
Yeah, and that could have been. I probably would have driven it without even knowing, or I probably would have been like, "That's weird," or I would have maybe overcompensated with the proportioning valve because
Right.
it said it was grabbing, but it wasn't full brake pressure.
Right.
And that probably was because of the line. Uh, this is
Oh,
all this is all separate from the squishy couldn't get the brakes bled issue, which is the input shaft of
yeah.
the booster. So I had like
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you now.
so thinking
Yeah,
of
you might have if you got the brakes bled from and gotten through that, then you may have never known. You may have just been mildly satisfied, maybe poo-pooing on Willwood wrongfully.
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, looking back on it now, dude, it would have been I was chasing like four separate issues, trying to solve them, at the same
Yeah,
time. Not I was so lost, like I couldn't independently figure out each one of those issues and like what the hell to do. Um,
nice.
so dude, I'm happy that it's done. He was just been great too to work with. Has sent me, pictures of the
Sure.
updates and just all that stuff. So
Dude, that's kind of a Cinderella story when you think about it. Because just imagine this: I'm confident that you would have gotten there eventually, but
hmm
some of those you would have been witching out well into your season, well into autocrossing. So you'd be beating on this thing and trying to figure out why it's not stopping right.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then all the while, like think about the last couple of weeks you've had anyway, it would have been sitting in the garage, not touched.
yeah. I would have missed.
Yeah,
Honestly, would have missed this season if I tried to
yeah.
just finish it myself.
So
Uh,
chalk that one up to like right call on getting it out of there and getting it to somebody who can get you ready to race
yeah,
and let you focus on your day job, which turned in you didn't know what the future held, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It turns out it was busy.
yeah,
Uh, Yeah, so all that's good. Brakes are good. He just, like I said, he emailed me before this and he said, drove it, I think he said 27 miles. So very specific. Uh,
honest man.
Said it stops great. It's funny. He did say, it's like, this shifter sucks, man. Or I forget exactly what he said. That's not quote unquote, but I have this old mega shifter from B&M.
Hmm.
Dude, it's so wore out. Like, it's a ratchet shifter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
Is it what you had in high school?
yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, I guess I'm all over the place here. So there's a couple other updates that he did. Um, and we talked about it, the differential. So he actually
Mm,
outsourced the diff. He took the axle out, sent the
yeah,
axle to a guy. Dude installed it and then put it back in the car. I got this really sweet rear differential cover that's got fins and like cooling fins, and
yeah, yeah.
it looks pretty cool. And then so he did that, and then the funniest thing, man, as a welder, you'll appreciate this. He goes in an email. He's like, "Hey, a couple updates," and he tells me everything, and then he's like, and who welded this rear subframe patchwork? You got a lot. It's a lot of stress back there with the sway bar and stuff." And I'm like, well, 15-year-old me taught myself how to weld with a 110 MIG welder.
Oh, or probably flux core or something.
It was flux core for
Yeah.
sure. So he's like, man, it'll probably take me 4 hours. Like, do you just want me to box it in? And I'm like, hell yeah,
Yeah, I
I
do.
would never do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he cut it all out and box it's trick, man. It looks
Nice.
looks great. Um, and then he did say, like there's no turn signals because I put that steering column in, and he's like,
Hmm. All the usual, like,
yeah, I just said all the things, but
yeah,
it's
give it
all
a once
electrical.
over.
What's that?
he gave it a once over and just told you all the little things that were
Yeah, and he enjoys, I guess from what he said, he likes doing electrical stuff. So when I pick it up, I'm going to talk to him about top to bottom. I just don't know what it's going to cost to do
sure.
electrical. But that's again one of those things I will never do. Like
Yeah.
I will never
You thought
rewire
brake
my
lines
car.
were bad. Wait till you get.
Yeah. So even if it's, I don't know what my top number is yet. I hesitate to even say what I think it's going to cost. Um, I don't know. Let's take a guess now. What do you think rewiring the car is gonna?
Oh, you're gonna ask him for a quote
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have him do it. I don't care what it is, I think, until he comes back with a number.
to rewire the whole car, all the like basically replace everything. You're not adding anything.
Nope, rip everything out that's old or but connected from 20 years ago.
I probably wouldn't get sticker shock until over 3,000.
Okay, that's where my mind was. I was thinking somewhere between one and two, but I could
Right.
say 2,500 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume I haven't been on like let's say for the sake of this argument, let's say painless wiring. I
I
haven't
know
been
what the
on
kit
there.
costs.
What?
I said I know what a kit costs.
Oh, is it 1,000?
Uh on
About
her
1,000?
just about. I'd say
Okay.
probably under. I don't think it's I think
Okay.
a
I
complete kit's
thought so
under.
in my head, I'm like, I bet if I got on their website, I would expect around 1,000 for if they had a kit that said, "Oh, here's your '79 Camaro, whole kit, everything,
Mhm.
fuse box, everything, all wire, all the colors, everything labeled, all that." I'd be like, that feels like a $1,000 purchase, and
I,
then
I think that's about right. Yeah.
probably one and a half times that in labor because it's such a pain, maybe
Mhm.
even double. So I was like, well, three.
Yeah, yeah. And that's about what this endeavor has cost me already.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it? I'm actually surprised, honestly.
Dude, his rates are very, very good and like incredibly fair, like I'd say well within the market value, if you will.
It sounds like it. I'm just assuming it's not necessarily that like the work there was a lot of work, but you gave him something and said this doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't
That's why
troubleshoot this for me. It's the troubleshooting, the head scratching. That's like that can take a long time.
honestly, I there's a radius. I don't know what the mileage is, but it's a pretty far drive that I'm willing to take this car back to him for more work.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say keep his number in there when you want to put a manual transmission in it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I know, and I'm like, man, that's something I could do, but
That
also,
might be one to hold on to because it you've done it before. Well,
yeah,
you've obviously pulled the engine out and done all
I've
that. So
I've replaced the transmission, the Turbo 350, but I've never the conversion. There's so many gotchas there with like,
yeah, there is the clutch pedal and the
yeah, and he's done it before, like specifically the TKX
really.
conversion. So yeah, I just
Maybe he'd let you help him.
that honestly, we talked about the podcast, or at least told him again, like, hey, we want
Yeah.
to have him on. Uh, but yeah, this was really the first big job I've had somebody else do. But to your point though, like the troubleshooting, he's had the car for forever. Like
Hmm.
uh, and like again, I'm not complaining that he's had it forever. He was troubleshooting for.
Sure. He's got other customers and
Yep.
he's got
Yep. So yeah, we I knew what his rate was, and then like as we were continuing to troubleshoot, we were talking about some other things that he might do as well, and I was like, all right, probably now's probably a good time to maybe give me a window of how much money I'm going to be spending here. And when he told
yeah.
me, I was like, oh,
Oh,
yeah,
all
okay,
right.
that's what I was
Sure.
thinking.
And then the little like one-offs, like, oh, you want me to finish boxing that in, and like with the
Yeah,
welding and stuff. Welding gets a little iffy if it's not their forte. They might start charging differently, and
yeah. So, I mean, I haven't got the invoice yet, but what we talked about, he's like, I don't, clearly like he doesn't want to scare customers away with, you know, crazy surprises like that. That's really
sure, yeah.
bad
I
for
mean,
business.
the people that I've talked to about like metal shaping and like building hot rods and stuff like that, a lot of them, some of those if they go well, so some of those can get into six figures, no problem. I don't think that's a secret.
Yeah.
Not everybody, very, 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 very few people have just six figures to be like, boom, all at once. Here you go.
Hmm.
It sounds like we're talking with people, most customers or prospective customers say, I know this is going to be expensive. I know it's going to take a long time. Here's how much I want to spend each month. Like
Mm.
I only want to spend $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So it's like most of the guys are like, well, I'll do $1,000 worth of work a month on it, and then well, wait. So it's just like it's understood from the beginning that it's like you know.
Yeah.
So and then each month goes. It's like, are you still good? You still good? You
Hmm.
happy with the progress? Like that's what $1,000 got you. You like you see where this is going, right? The
Hmm.
trajectory. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
people either stay on the train or they get off with a partial project.
I'll tell you, it's pretty dangerous because like it is it's nothing to scoff at. Like it's still a decent amount of money, but there's something relieving to know that all I had to do uh is like pay some money to help
Yeah,
help me get out of this mess. And
yeah,
and then also like we talked about it before, but just the track time, the seat time, the whatever, like I'm realizing given how just busy things are right now, how valuable time is. And
yeah,
like I I'm willing to now kind of go down that road of
yeah,
bigger projects,
yeah,
offloading it to somebody. Because I mean I'm super fortunate. Like I won't sit here and say otherwise.
yeah,
And I'm grateful for that. But like, you know, to have my time back to go race and have fun,
yeah,
and beat my head against the wall, like that's super important.
yeah. Well, like you said, like so now that we're all busy with our lives, like what's Nick want to be? You want to work build up you want to be a mechanic? You want to do what that guy did, or do you want
Yeah.
to be a good driver? It's like,
Yeah.
well, you could do a little of both and be neither, maybe,
Hmm.
or you could outsource the mechanic work and he's got your car, he's wrenching on it. You could be in the sim.
This is what I've been doing.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah.
focusing on being a better driver, which
Yeah.
is what I assume is where your passion lies, or at least for the most part.
Yeah. And there's still things I'm going to do to the car that I can handle. I think there's certain, I don't want that to be lost that like, you know, there are things I can still,
Oh yeah,
upgrade. I'm going to clean up, like talked about it, like power steering, cooler, and I'd like to clean
mm,
up the trans cooler if I'm going to, kind of be using this transmission for a while. I think
right,
it probably would be worth, cleaning all that up and making it a little more efficient. Uh, Cooling of the transmission. So yeah, like I say little things, like just projects I can handle,
right.
I'll continue to do, but like these big ones are,
Yeah, imagine the when you start talking about like deviating from what was original, then you open the door to nuances and gotchas that are going to be out there.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So I'm just excited to get it back, like just to drive it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, especially now it's like getting springtime or getting some warmer days. It's
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
everybody is coming back to life after the winter.
yeah,
Like it's time to
yeah,
burn some rubber and get back to what we are doing.
yeah. I had to cancel the event this weekend, but there's a April 15th event, and so like I'm hoping,
That could be a good shakedown.
yeah, yeah. And we talked about it before. There's the break-in for the diff, but I feel
Oh,
like I just like I don't know, a couple tanks full of fuel,
drive it
just
home.
drive it around. Like, yeah, drive it home.
Yeah,
Uh, I'll probably start taking it to work more often. I think that's a
yeah,
way to get the miles put in it.
yeah.
But there's also the like no turn signals and
Got
whatever.
hand signals.
Yeah, that dude, I've been doing it. Mm. Uh, Man, that was a long time of talking about the car, but there's a lot that has
Yeah,
happened. So
big updates. That's
yeah,
good. I can't wait to see it.
yeah, I'm excited to get it back in the garage. Did we talk about me getting a monitor last time for sim racing?
I don't remember.
Okay. I got an ultra wide
Hmm.
45-inch monitor. It's like, I
Nice.
think it's 160 hertz. It's pretty sweet. Like it's
Is it
changed.
curved?
Yeah, curved
Really?
45-inch. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's still like the field of use skewed because, it's
Sure.
not trips, but I mean, it's basically like plug and play. There was no setup, needed. I put it on top of my rig and,
Nice.
yeah, so that's been fun. And then for the podcast, making those paint schemes, I think,
Oh yeah, for the
yeah,
Spec Miata or whatever you're doing.
I did Spec Miata and I made one for, I've been racing GT4 Mustangs. So
Oh really?
yeah, yeah, it's getting that on there. And then I got into such a stock car kick for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. That was like the one thing that was normal for me over the past month was before I went to bed, 45 minutes or so of racing. I would every
Nice.
night. And, so I've been doing that. But so yeah, it's kind of cool to be out there with the podcast, logo.
Yeah. Is
Uh,
there any way of getting feedback from anybody? Has anybody ever, is there a chat room or anything like
oh
that for
yeah, I mean it's
a lively bunch?
very light. Yeah, it depends. It's kind of funny when you race stock cars, the type of people that talk uh versus like GT4 cars.
Yeah.
Much different. Very Ricky Bobby like. But no, nobody said anything yet. I haven't actually. I don't. I've only raced a couple times with the livery, the podcast livery, but I don't know. Good advertising, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, did you watch any of Sebring?
Yeah.
It So I remember last year that IMSA had to like crack the whip midway through the season because of just the carnage that the drivers were doing.
Hmm.
I watched like the 20-minute recap and it seemed like every time I turned around, somebody was getting punted in a corner.
Yeah.
It's a 12-hour race in 20 minutes on that recap. So maybe,
They're going to show you all the crashes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed like kind of like we were in the same spot last year as this
Yeah.
year. So,
Yeah. I don't know. I watched as much of it as I could, and it was, yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah.
I guess I didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary, but that could have just been because it was a lot like last year.
hmm Yeah, true.
But
True.
um, it was good. I've also been trying is maybe a loose word. It just so happens that I've got a moment to turn on the TV when like NASCAR is on.
Yeah.
So I've probably watched more NASCAR this year than I have
Nice.
in the last several years.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. It's different than I remember. I don't know why. I think
Yeah.
I'm following along some of the storylines a little closer with, obviously with like Redrick starting it and
hmm
Michael Jordan and all that in the headlines. So it's been little easier to follow some of the
Yeah.
storylines, but
Yeah, one, it's been cool to watch Cleat do his NASCAR
yeah,
excursion. And
yeah.
I'm team Cletus. I don't care that he's jumping the ranks and doing all
Yeah,
that.
I was surprised he got so much hate for that.
Yeah, it's all the purists that are, racing late models and
Yeah.
uh
That's why to me, I always thought, because you've seen so many race car drivers, really good race car drivers, make an attempt at NASCAR,
hmm
like Travis Pastrana and you name it.
Yeah,
There's
Helio.
Danica Patrick. There's, yeah, all these people. And very rarely do they actually do well.
hmm
And there's a reason for that. It's such a unique style of racing. So to me, I'm like, it seems like NASCAR is like an equalizer.
hmm
Go ahead. Anybody. I dare anybody. Come on
Yeah.
down. Give it a shot. You can't fake it.
Right.
You're either going to get eaten up and spit out or you're going to be somebody.
Yeah,
So
and I
let
mean
Cletus come. Let whoever, you name it. Everybody come on down. Give it a shot.
I think too, a lot of people, because I'm a like diehard NASCAR fan, and I would argue like a pretty diehard Cletus fan. I watch pretty much all his videos and like
Mhm.
follow what he's doing. and you can tell the people that are hating the most don't know who he is and like what he,
Oh,
you know,
sure, yeah,
what he wheels and, he's a drag racer that,
yeah,
does some pretty wild stuff. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think the deal he's got with RCR, like there's like that is the best opportunity he's ever gonna get to
yeah,
prove that he can do what he's gonna do. So
yeah.
um that's fun. But
Yeah, I don't think anybody was pretending that he had this like innate ability in a NASCAR. Like he wasn't no, under no circumstances was he going to get in there and do like overly
right.
spectacular compared to anybody else.
Uh-uh.
And I'm sure he admits that. Everything I've seen, he's
Yeah. Yeah,
totally down to earth and like he's just trying to have fun and
yeah,
shine a
very
light on the
humble.
things he loves.
Yeah, very humble and yeah, I don't know, man. So that's fun to watch. I was gonna say something about NASCAR. Oh, the horsepower piece. Were you following any of that?
A
Uh,
little bit.
yeah, so upping the horsepower by like 80 and reducing downforce, like basically rear spoiler length.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good at Darlington, I don't think, as everybody expected, but I think Phoenix was a race where they did that, and
Yeah.
it was just way better. Like
Oh, for
the
sure. Yeah.
managed tires and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's what we need to get back to.
Yeah. It's been, I don't know. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm aware of the stories now or if it just seems it's a little more interesting to watch. It's a little more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's still as much as I love IMSA and sports car racing, like I watch it's what we do. We watch NASCAR every Sunday.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. So it's like I like IMSA and it's not every weekend, which is fine. I don't think it needs to be.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's like if I want to watch a car go fast, I can watch NASCAR every
yeah.
weekend.
I'll tell you too, I like sim racing IMSA type cars sometimes better than like sitting down and watching the race.
Mhm.
Like maybe it's an attention span thing, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's true for anything. I don't have time to sit down and watch any sport,
yeah.
like any sport, the whole front to back.
Hmm.
2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
I
usually
can't
it's like
sit down and devote that time.
yeah, usually it's on and like we're finishing chores for the weekend and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, um,
I
but
need to also, it's a shame. Like I'd love to be able to follow Trans Am a lot more closely
oh man, me too.
and even like USAC sprint cars. But like some of those can be a little bit of a chore because I haven't paid for the extra,
Hmm.
internet subscriptions that make it easy. And I may not,
Yeah.
but so I'm like I'm trying to follow these via Instagram and Facebook or YouTube and
Yeah. I think
it's like
Trans Am's
some of my lunch breaks. It's like, all right, I'm gonna watch the highlights from like a USAC race or highlights from like a Trans Am race, and just
mhm.
try and stay more involved because I trans. Let's talk about Trans Am for a second. That's I got to go to a race as
Dude.
soon as possible because to me it's like this seems like it's got everything. It's
Yeah.
got the old school tech for the most part, old school technology like NASCAR. It's
Mhm.
like brute force, heavy American cars,
Yeah.
massive horsepower, noise, and road course action.
Yeah.
Like,
Sidewalls that flex,
yeah,
the size of
yeah,
Texas. Like
yeah. So
I drove last night at Barber on the sim it's a Dodge Challenger Trans Am car.
yeah.
And it's nuts. Like,
I just feel like that. I don't know. I don't think I'm under a rock, but I feel like it's because like I've watched IMSA grow so much since like when I first started watching it, it was like Grand Am.
mhm,
And I remember going to like Mid Ohio and it wasn't crowded at all. And it's like,
yeah,
and then last year, or the year before that, we went to the Indy. Um, I can't remember what they called it, but packed, packed. And then you watch it on TV and it's like infield at Sebring. They had like, there were issues. There were so many people there. People were getting into it, fighting over spots and stuff like
yeah,
that. It was like, this is awesome. I'm glad IMSA's getting this. Like, now I feel pretty confident like IMSA's not going anywhere. It's growing.
hmm
But then I'm like, well, what about Trans Am? Like, I hope nothing ever happens to Trans Am. Like, I need to go watch, give them some of my money. And
yeah. I think I think they're growing. They changed the way they're doing their broadcasts and they brought in oh man, I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Brian Bestwick, is that his name?
Rings a bell. I don't know.
Yeah, he was like pretty prevalent announcer back in the like late 90s. Just super iconic voice.
Hmm.
But I mean they do a decent job with like the pre-race. Because I always watch the YouTube video after the race because you know it's just more convenient
Yeah, yeah.
to do that. But like their track, like their grid walks and you know
Hmm.
interviewing the drivers and stuff, like it's got everything you would think to be like for it to explode. You know, it's
Yeah,
like and to your point, man, those things are just the coolest sounding
yeah. They're
cars.
just unreal. Like,
I think they're like 850 horsepower or something.
yeah. They're as far as I can tell, it's like if anybody ever asks the question, every now and then somebody who doesn't follow American racing much goes like, "Oh, like can you imagine what if the origins of NASCAR never included the oval? What would you have? Like
Hmm.
Trans Am is
Yeah.
what you would have.
And you have it's a feeder system for NASCAR. Like there's been a
It's an
handful of
avenue where you
drivers.
can move.
Yeah. Because NASCAR's gone to such a diverse schedule, like with the
Yeah,
road courses and stuff, that yeah, it's super common to see, you know, NASCAR
yeah.
drivers go up through there. And then like you have the the dudes that are just always there, like the Tommy Dreeses and the
Hmm.
um oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Curly hair, been around forever.
Oh, oh gosh.
Oh man, this is terrible for a podcast. I'm doing go.
Right.
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
I'm
Oh,
cheating. I'm gonna Google it.
okay, Google it. But yeah, like those guys, you know, been around forever and in that sport. Uh,
Yeah.
damn it, why can't I think of that guy's name?
People are probably yelling at it.
Yeah. Oh. Um, yes, I'd say that's probably one of my favorite like types of racing to watch as of late. Boris
Yeah.
Head.
Thank you. There we go.
For
Yeah.
the record, I got
Forrest.
it.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that might have been his last name though. I was trying to think of his first name.
Yeah. Him and his son race now too. I think he's coming up the ranks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I need to find out where they are. Like, and then like how would it I wonder if it's within the realm of possibility. Would there ever be a like a combo weekend, like IMSA races one day and Trans Am races the next?
I
Like
think
how like Phoenix did with Indy and NASCAR.
yeah, so they at least last year, I don't know if they're doing it this year or not, but they would partner with SVRA.
Mm.
It was like Trans Am SVRA and
I would settle for that too. That's another one I want to go see is
yeah, and Ultimate Streetcar I think is partnered with SVRA as well. And so they're all like a three companion weekend.
Friday,
Uh,
Saturday, Sunday, maybe, or something like that.
yeah. That's another series that Optima used to like. They used
Yeah,
to have the
Ultimate
TV.
Streetcar
Yeah, well, like they put it on
or
TV. It's still the Optima Ultimate Streetcar Challenge, um, but they now have. I think it's going to be on like a much more robust YouTube channel, and they're going to
mm.
have like actual, you know, broadcasts for
Hmm.
the event. Um, as an aspiring Ultimate Streetcar Challenge fan,
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool to watch too.
yeah,
But
yeah. I think yeah. I have to. I wonder then. We'll see. The summer's already busy, and I always underestimate what I can do in the summertime. But
yeah.
the I did add. So speaking of that, I did add a personal event that I'm going to do.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take the pedal car with me. That's my goal anyway. Good Guys in Columbus.
Ooh, yeah.
Good
That's
Guys Car Show.
that
I've never
July.
been. I've never been, and we have family in Columbus, so I'm going to try and double down on that. I can't remember exactly what weekend it is, but it'd be cool to have the pedal car done,
Hmm.
take it up there and tow it around and
Yeah.
see all the cars.
Yeah, one day I'd love to do a good guys. I think Columbus is still the closest because there's Des Moines is the other
Yeah.
big, but I don't know if I'm closer to Des Moines or if I'm closer to Columbus. It might be right in the middle, to be honest with you. But
You may be closer to Des Moines, but you've got a lot more support here.
yeah, no, it would be Columbus for sure. Uh, yeah, that'd be a fun one to go do. I looked a while ago. I looked at the schedule and I don't remember what weekend it's on.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I definitely had to reevaluate the goals this year. We're
Yeah.
we're looking at get the car to a few events at least before it gets too too hot outside.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's all good, man. Life goes on. This too
summer's
too
barely
fast.
start hasn't even started technically, so
Yeah, yeah. But well, hopefully next time. Not hopefully, it will. The car will be here in the garage next time, and
nice.
yeah, it'll be good. But we've been going about hour and 15. So what do you think
All right.
about wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Cool. Next time,
More to
you
come.
think your pedal cart's gonna be done?
Done by the next time we record? No.
No.
Uh, pretty close. Like I said, I say it every time, but the list is small.
Mhm.
Some of the items on that list are a single line that could take many, many hours, but
Mhm.
I'm feeling good about it. It's every now and then, like when I leave to go to work, I walk past it and I'm like, all right, like it's this crazy, stressful, like, oh my God, do or die, like this is gonna work or I'm gonna have to throw away the entire project. I think all those scenarios are gone.
Nice.
And and if anything else, it's like, all right, if I were to do something horribly wrong, I have some more skills in the bank to maybe help bail myself out about it. But
Yeah.
I look back on like some of the reasons that I threw away some of those early panels. Like I said, I've built this body like 3 times
Mhm.
probably, and just never been happy with any of the panels enough to weld them to each other. But I look back on it and I'm like, I'm pretty sure now I could have saved that one. Yeah. That's what I'll lay in bed and just think back and been like, could have saved it.
Oh
Could
man.
have saved it. Or like I'll
Oh.
see an Instagram of like somebody I follow that's obviously a professional at this, and
Mhm.
they'll post like, oh, like here's how I salvaged this like reverse curve in this panel or something like that. Like I thought it was goner, and it's like, oh,
Oh.
that's my exact situation
Yeah.
like 18 months ago, and I just chose to throw it away
Yeah. Back
and
to the
start over.
scrapyard.
Yeah, but no,
Cool,
that's
man.
I like that though. I mean, it sucks when it happens, but it's like the whole point of this is I'm trying to learn more about it and
Hmm.
work my way up to a whole car body, and then keep doing it, build more, do more,
Yeah.
bigger, better. So
Hell yeah.
it's gonna generate some scrap along the way.
It sure is. All right, man. Well, this was fun catching up. We will do it again next week. Mark my
Yeah,
word. It's gonna happen.
I'd be curious. Text me or call me when you get the car back. I want a fresh hot take. I want to know,
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. I'll also send you some.
or record it.
Yeah. Ooh, I can record it. That'll
We
work.
can record it.
All right, man. Well, everybody, appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us. We're gonna continue to record every other week, and should be a good time. Take care.
All right. See you.